100,000 workers, gone, not over decades, not gradually as older employees retired. According to reports, around 100,000 factory jobs in China have been affected as manufacturers rapidly deploy a new generation of AI-powered robots. And overnight doesn't literally mean one night. The transition happened over a compressed period of months. Factories across electronics, automobiles, textiles, consumer goods, and logistics are increasingly turning to machines that can perform jobs once handled by human workers. Companies including Foxconn, BYD, Xiaomi manufacturing partners, and other Chinese manufacturers have been investing heavily in automation. But this isn't simply another story about factory robots, because these machines are very different from the industrial robots we've known for decades. These aren't traditional factory robots. Traditional industrial robots are extremely good at repeating one programmed task. A robot can weld the same component thousands of times with incredible precision. But change the product, move the component, or alter the workflow, and the machine may need extensive reprogramming. AI-powered robots are different. Using cameras, sensors, computer vision, and artificial intelligence, they can analyze their surroundings and adjust their movements. If an object appears in a slightly different position, the robot can identify that change and respond. AI then helps determine how the physical task should be performed. The robot can continuously collect data, identify mistakes, and improve its performance. And when multiple machines perform similar jobs, improvements learned by one system can potentially benefit others. That means factory automation is becoming more flexible, adaptable, and capable of handling situations that previously required human judgment. And that changes the economics completely. Why are companies automating so quickly? The biggest reason is cost. Employing a worker involves more than salary. Companies also pay for training, management, benefits, safety requirements, and other long-term employment costs. Robots require a large initial investment and ongoing maintenance. But once their lifetime operating cost becomes lower than human labor, companies have a powerful financial reason to automate. China also has another major advantage: scale. Its enormous industrial supply chain can manufacture robotics hardware at high volumes, potentially bringing deployment costs down even further. 4 factors are accelerating this transition. Speed. Automation that once took decades can now spread within months once the technology becomes commercially viable. Scale. Instead of replacing one worker at a time, companies can automate entire sections of production. Adaptability. AI-powered robots can respond to more variation than older program systems. And finally, cost. As robots become cheaper, automation becomes practical, not only for giant corporations, but eventually for smaller manufacturers as well. Together, these factors could make this automation wave much faster than previous industrial transitions. What happens to the workers? This is where the story becomes much more complicated. For a factory employee, automation isn't an abstract technology trend. Losing a job can mean losing financial stability, struggling with housing costs, supporting a family with less income, and suddenly needing an entirely different career. Some displaced workers may move into technical, maintenance, or supervisory positions. Others may not. Retraining sounds like the obvious solution, but imagine someone who has spent 20 years performing manual assembly. Turning that person into a robotics engineer or AI technician isn't something that happens in a few weeks. The required skills and education are completely different. And that creates one of the biggest challenges of rapid automation. Technology can improve faster than people can retrain. Companies may become more productive. Consumers may eventually benefit from cheaper products. But workers who lose their jobs experience the disruption immediately. Governments therefore face a difficult question. How do you capture the economic benefits of automation without leaving millions of workers behind? This won't stop with China. China may be moving quickly, but the same pressures exist across manufacturing economies worldwide. In the United States, assembly workers, machine operators, quality inspectors, packaging workers, and warehouse employees could increasingly face automation pressure. European automotive and industrial manufacturing could experience similar changes. But emerging economies may face an even bigger challenge. For decades, manufacturing has been one of the main paths toward economic development. build factories, create jobs, move workers into higher-paying industrial employment, grow the middle class. But heavily automated factories could change that model. Countries may still attract manufacturing investment without receiving the enormous number of jobs that industrialization created in previous generations. That could completely reshape how developing economies grow. Which jobs are most vulnerable? The jobs facing the greatest pressure generally involve repetitive physical tasks and predictable patterns. Assembly, packaging, sorting, inspection, machine operation, warehouse movement. These are exactly the areas where AI-powered robots are becoming increasingly capable. Jobs involving creativity, complex human interaction, specialized expertise, or highly unpredictable environments remain more difficult to automate. But that boundary keeps moving. A task that appeared impossible to automate 10 years ago may look very different today. That means the safest strategy may not be trying to compete against automation. It may be learning how to work with it. Skills such as operating robots, maintaining automated equipment, managing AI systems, solving unusual problems, supervising production, and providing human judgment could become increasingly valuable. The bigger picture. The most important lesson from China's automation wave isn't simply that robots are coming. Robots have existed in factories for decades. The real change is that they are becoming smarter, more adaptable, and potentially cheaper. Older robots were powerful, but rigid. New AI-powered machines are increasingly able to see, interpret, adjust, and learn. And once these systems become economically competitive with human labor, companies can deploy them very quickly. That's why the reported displacement of around 100,000 Chinese factory workers matters. It may offer an early preview of how rapidly entire categories of work could change. Automation itself isn't necessarily good or bad. It can increase productivity, reduce dangerous manual work, lower manufacturing costs, and create completely new industries. But if the transition happens too quickly, millions of workers could struggle to adapt. And that is the real challenge. The question is no longer whether automation will continue. It almost certainly will. The real question is whether workers, companies, and governments can adapt quickly enough, because AI-powered automation isn't likely to remain inside Chinese factories. It could spread across manufacturing economies around the world. And for millions of workers, the future of work may arrive much sooner than expected. So here's the question. Do you think your own job could be automated within the next 10 years? Or is your work safe from AI and robotics? Let me know in the comments. And if this video made you think differently about the future of work, hit the like button and subscribe, because the technology changing the world isn't coming someday. It's already here.